Hello, my name is John Payne, and I am the author of the book, The Soul of Discipline. And I'm so glad to get a chance just to spend a few minutes with you today, giving you an overview of the book and how it works. This book was long in the making, as many books are, and it basically has a scaffolding of three distinct sections that will help guide you through the three phases of your child's development. The first section is all about a children's journey in the early years, in that time when they're little, up to about 7, 8. And I call this the time, in terms of our parenting, as the time of the governor. This is the time of us being the governor of our family state, the sovereign of our realm. It's being kind, warm, firm, but it is establishing boundaries, and the kind of boundaries that are close, the kind of boundaries that, of course, we will have a degree of flexibility about, but they are, as I said, firm. And a child learns to understand that their parent is in charge of the family, frankly, and that there's a lot of safety and security within a child knowing my mummy, my daddy, my guardian is protecting me. They know what is right for me. They know what is good for me, even if I want to push back against it. The second phase, once a child gets to about 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 even, that's a time in the book where I give a number of examples of how we need to transition. Our boundaries need to grow a little bit. Our gesture needs to shift a little bit. And I call this time the gardener. I use the metaphor of the gardener. The gardener, or the farmer, knows the shape of the garden, knows what to plant and when, but is a good listener, a good watcher of where to plant and how and when. And so I'm suggesting that we transition, and the book will lead you through this, that it transitions us from the governor to being able to listen in to our children more. Really listen in to what their plans are, to what their hopes are, and coach them in how to express that. Really be able to understand that they won't always get it right, that sometimes words can come out wrong, and listen to them carefully about what their wishes are, and then we make a decision. Then we actually decide, but the decision is made after careful listening, and that is respectful, and it really seems to help a lot of children at this age. We don't presume they're 16 or 17 that they can decide, but we also don't treat them like little children. That's the time of the gardener, and the book gives very specific ways to go about that. And then in the last section of the book, I talk about the role of the guide. And so we move and transition into this guidance role when children are becoming teenagers and young adults in their own right. Teenagers can be spectacularly disinterested in our opinions sometimes, but they are interested in their emerging direction. So their direction when they're 14, 15 is still not quite clear, but it is starting to emerge a little bit for most kids. 16, 17, for most kids it's beginning to clarify. And so what the guide is doing essentially is two things: helping clarify the direction, and when the direction starts to become a little more clear, then helping a young person towards their direction. It's not about my opinion as your father or mother. It's about your direction, and crucially, when we have to apply boundaries and give guidance, is the direction you're going in. The direction that you're going in as a young person there the guide will step in and say, is that a distraction or is that a direction? Is that taking you away from your direction? Is that behavior taking you away from where you want to go? Because I think it might be. And we need to get back on track with where you want to go. And the book will detail that and give all kinds of suggestions as to how you can help a teenager clarify their direction, move towards it, and actually give them assistance when they are diverting from that direction that they want to go in. So what the book will do is it'll guide you from the governor stage to the gardener stage to the guide stage, and give you so many practical examples of how to work with children at this age in a way that has them understanding and feeling that my mum and my dad, my guardian, know I'm growing up, know that things are changing for me and are changing with me, but still able to set meaningful boundaries. So lovely to speak with you today. I hope the book will be helpful to you on your parenting journey. Okay, bye bye for now.